Всем привет, дорогие друзья, с вами снова Сергей Рибера, и мы находимся в пабе «Морская ведьма», где нам нужно допросить Патрика Кёрнса, который проходит по нашему делу как подозреваемый. Всем приятного просмотра.
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
We've heard all about the gambling on arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Хорошо, мы в прошлый раз Хорошо, говорю, мы в прошлый раз загримировались. Мне прям нравится. Так. Ага. Надо понять еще, как это работает. Вот так. Ага. Так. Это я... Все, я понял. Я понял, кажется. Ой. Тихо, тихо, тихо. Тихо, тихо, тихо. Так, надо набрать выносливости. То мы его так не сдвинем. Ой. Блин. Блин. Берись. Какой он сильный, а? Смотрите на него. Даже нифига не ослабевает. Блядь, Шили, я что-то не понимаю, когда атаковать. Ой. Нифига. Тихо, 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 тихо. Совсем уже оборзел. Дашь мне когда-нибудь передохнуть-то, а? Так. Блин, не пойму вообще. Какого фига? Блин. Так можно вообще всю серию играть. Блин. Ты ж не выиграешь. Блин. Я даже не знаю. Смотри, он вообще никак. Блин. Его вообще как-то вообще никак не победить. Сейчас, может, выносливость установится. Блин, он блокирует. Не могу понять. Тихо. Тихо, тихо, тихо. Блин. Все, он победил, походу. Я не могу понять. Защита. И что? Что нам это дает? Уж я туплю. Ну вот так вот он атакует. Вот так он... Чё? А, вот так вот. Вот. Ну блин. Ага. Вот так он держит. Вот так он нападает. Атакует. Я хочу сказать. Проще. И правильней. Реально можно всю серию играть так. Защита. Защита, защита. Вот. О, пошло, пошло, пошло. Пошло. Вот. Фига себе, мы держимся, конечно. Я сам не верю в это. Он, наверное, уже умаялся. О, пошло, пошло, пошло дело. Смотри, 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 смотри. Даже не ожидал от такого простого морячка. Так, давай, давай, давай. Тихо. Да что ж ты такой сильный-то, а? И борзый. Блин. Надо защищаться. Сейчас. Ой. Контратака. Контратака пошла. Представьте, я сейчас всю серию с ним буду воевать. Только на руках. Только из-за этого. Блин, что ж такое? Он не держит, блин, не атакует. А когда он отдыхает, ты? Твою мать. Блин, может... А, понятно.
That's the arm that killed 100 whales. Care to lose another 10 shillings?
5 минут, блин, воевали с ним. Продолжим.
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
Я не собираюсь сдаваться. Так, давайте держаться, слабить, действуйте наоборот. Следите за выносливостью. Может, не надо сразу? Это как бы... Типа, вот так защита. Да? Сразу не надо. Давайте. Ой, так он блокирует. Защита. О, пошло дело. Сейчас, подожди, защита. Сейчас накопится выносливость. Сейчас он будет давить. Так. Блокирует. Так, защита. Сейчас тоже надо защититься. Так. Тихо, 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 тихо. Все, ты проиграл. Смирись с этим.
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
По-моему, я тебя просто умаял. Продолжим.
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
После 5 минут. Сколько? 10 минут армрестлинга он такой. Ну, давай еще раз. Я такой отвлекся. Да, давай посмотрим, как ты отвлекся. По-моему, нет. По-моему, ты просто устал. Ага.
Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink. You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
О, можно осмотреть портрет. Так, что еще тут? Что еще тут у него есть? Дешевая одежда. Сильные руки. Ногти желтые. Наверное, курит много. Татуировка моряка.
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, I find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger. We sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar, a violent too, swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant, and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
And who was he?
I dunno. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye. Even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course. Back in a second. I'm off to the Ghazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
Можем подложить ему кисет. Бля.
There it is.
Так, что у нас тут открылось? Патрик Кернс, опытный гарпунщик, в настоящее время безработный, часто бывает в морской ведьме заведении, популярном среди моряков, любящих побороться на руках за деньги. Много курит, что заметно по пожелтевшим пальцам. Да, как я и предположил, Питер Кэрри постарался скрыть убийство отца Джона Неллигана. Ага. События 1883-го. Понятно. Скорее всего, это была месть. Его убийства. Раскройте преступление. Так, сейчас.
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe, if you like, I.
I'm done here. It's time to leave.
Ага, все, мы здесь закончили. Кисет Патрика Кернса. Кисет доказывает вину. Или кисет доказывает визит. Давайте пока это. Кстати, а что у нас тут с Хартли? Мотив Хартли. Невиновность Неллигана. Удачный бросок. Ага, мы можем вот так вот посмотреть еще вот эту концовку. Лайм Хартли убил Питера Кэрри, его мотивы ревности и любовь к жене Кэрри. Обвинить Хартли. Лайм Хартли виновен в убийстве Питера Кэрри, он должен быть наказан по всей строгости закона. Разум Лайма Хартли был затуманен любовью к Джудит Кэрри, жене Питера. Это убийство было совершено на почве страсти под эмоциональным давлением. Тем не менее, он должен ответить перед законом за содеянное. Давайте тогда посмотрим первую концовку. Тут вообще как-то мутно. Насчет этих улик. У кого-то тут был блокнот побывал, у кого-то кисет.
So tell me, who killed Black Peter?
It was Liam Hurtley.
That doesn't surprise me. I've never seen a guiltier-looking fellow.
He was in love with Judith Carey. It caused a conflict that proved fatal for her husband.
I see. Come on now, let us confront him.
Liam Hurtley, you are formally accused of the murder of Peter Carey. We are aware that you were in love with Carey's wife. He was a violent and irascible man. He needed to be eliminated. You had no qualms.
But that's absurd. I'm innocent. Well, we caught you, lad.
The case is resolved in...
А, это мы уже видели. Хартли виновен. Да нет. Нет, мне кажется, нет. Да, это не он. Другая версия. Давай другую версию. Что, если мы его все же помилуем? Что-то изменится. Так, сейчас. Давайте посмотрим. Если мы его помилуем.
The case is solved. I am now ready to present the guilty party.
So tell me, who killed Black Peter?
It was Liam Hurtley.
That doesn't surprise me.
Тут у нас ничего не меняется, как всегда.
Liam Hurtley, it was you who killed Black Peter. He learned of your relationship with his wife, and he asked that you meet him to share in a drink. Then began the quarrel. He drew his knife, and in self-defense, you took up the harpoon. Lestrade, please put that in your report.
I deny everything. You have no proof. Calm down and thank your stars that Mr. Holmes just saved your neck.
The case...
Very well.
Но опять же, как-то вообще не обоснованно. Тыкнули пальцем в человека и сказали, что это он. Это нифига не он. Так, невиновность. Мотив. Мотив Хартли. Невиновность. Так, отчаянная ревность. Невинный флирт. Кисет доказывает вину. Так, невероятная сила. Ага, вот. Кернс. Питера Керри убил Патрик Кернс. Кернс профессиональный гарпунщик. Его табачный кисет обнаружили в хижине Керри. Обвинить Кернса. Сейчас, подождите. Мы вроде все расследовали. Больше ничего не осталось. Следующий день.
If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Holmes, could you explain it to me?
As I informed you on our way here, Patrick Cairns is the murderer of Black Peter.
Why bring me here? Wouldn't it be better if we were out looking for him?
That would be futile, as he will be with us in approximately 12 seconds.
Oh, well, if this is your idea of humour...
No, I just heard the front door. Prepare yourself.
Good day, gentlemen. A young lad gave me a note from Captain Ahab. Am I at the right address? Is he here?
Indeed, it is the correct address. But in place of your captain, may I present to you Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard?
That means... It means, my friend, that you are arrested for the murder of Black Peter. What? What? A trap? You think you can take me? Here now. We'll have none of that. And I say that we will.
О, господи. Что? Что это случилось? Что это было? Ой, не-не-не, стоять. Вы действительно хотите пропустить? Нет. Ой. Так, тут надо... Тут надо действовать быстро. Фига себе. Офигеть.
Are you all right? Are you able to stand?
Oh, my jaw. Gore. He took me by surprise, Mr. Holmes. Otherwise, he would have seen what I'm capable of. Oh.
Боже.
Yes, he was lucky.
But you got him.
It was remarkably easy. He lost his balance after he struck you.
And you practice boxing, I know. You must have hit him hard. Our fellow is knocked out.
We should call for a police cab and then take you to the hospital.
Yes, well, no need for a hospital. I would prefer to keep this between us. You know.
Of course, Inspector. The case is closed.
Да. Давайте другую версию. Мне как-то инспектора жалко. Другая версия. Давай. Может, все разрешится мирным путем. Без мордобития. Помиловать. Может, он был не виноват. Я так понимаю, тут 3 подозреваемых и 6 концовок. Вроде бы да.
Good afternoon. I must be at the wrong address. I'd like to speak with a ship's captain, a Captain Ahab. Is that you?
No, my name is Sherlock Holmes.
That detective fella? So, you wanted to see me?
That is correct. We need to talk.
About what?
About Black Peter, who was killed in his own hut with a harpoon.
You know, don't ya?
Yes,
How?
the tobacco pouch. You recognized it.
The sailor. It was you. Unbelievable. Well, fine. I confess. But if you really do know everything, you should also know that I didn't want to kill him. He made me do it.
I know. Did you know about this story with the bond certificates? Did you need money?
Yeah. I just wanted him to cough up a little silver. I'm out of work, and I thought maybe he could help me. Well, he refused outright, and he insulted me. I reminded him I knew all about that murder he committed at sea in 1883. Then he got mad when I spoke about his treasure. I barely just had time to throw the harpoon at him before he could jump at me with his knife. You know the truth. What will you do now?
I ask that you return the bond certificates. Keep some of them. You will need them in your exile. It is better that you leave the country for a few years.
And you won't say anything to the police?
I will not say anything as long as you return the money.
Well, I'll do as you ask. But what about Inspector Lestrade?
I will deal with him. Goodbye.
It's good that you asked me to come, Mr. Holmes. We do need to talk.
About what?
What do you mean? Our case, Mr. Holmes. You sent me a message via your little thug,
His name is Wiggins, Inspector.
telling me that the case is solved. Well, Mr. Holmes, tell me, who is our murderer and where is he?
The morgue.
Eh?
His name is, or rather was, Pablo Coventral. He was also on the ship with Peter Carey, and he was a harpooner. I'll tell you everything, Inspector, but do calm down. Mrs. Hudson will bring us tea and orange cake.
Orange cake? You're spoiling me, Mr. Holmes. That's my favourite.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Inspector Lestrade told me that I should thank you for clearing my name. He also said that you were waiting for me here. I came as fast as I could. I cannot thank you enough. It is all because of you that this nightmare is finally over.
I believe that this belongs to you.
My father's securities. Incredible! But how did you get them?
It would take far too long to explain.
Tell me. This is extraordinary. You are a genius.
Then that may serve as an explanation. Goodbye, Mr. Nelligan, and good luck.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes. And thank you. 1,000 times thank you.
Ну вот. Более-менее хорошая концовка. И мы все же узнали, что он не виновен. Это была самооборона. Раз это самооборона, мы решили его помиловать. Так, удерживайте, чтобы проверить себя. 16-16. Заключение. Кернс виновен. Принимаем эту версию. Так. Да. Рейтинг личности сочувствующий. Люди, решившие дело так же, как и вы, 81%. Люди, сделавшие такой моральный выбор, 59%. Понятно. О, еще одно достижение. И новое дело. Тайна исчезнувшего поезда.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We are about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Угу. Посмотрим ачивки. А, сувенир. Гарпун. Так, ну это мы решили. Ну, следующее тогда дело мы будем уже проходить в следующей серии. Всем спасибо за просмотр, кто смотрел. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на мой канал. С вами был Сергей Рибера. Удачи!